Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes and they'll stop him at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play and we'll take a break to check him out. So South Carolina's offense will have the first possession of the game. Wide receiver going in motion. Takes the handoff. It's Howell. He kept those legs moving. Got 3 out to the 19. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Grab behind the line. It's Woe. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? 3rd down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
Well, he's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense when they're napping. Right there, everybody was set and ready. And one more of those type plays, and this dude's losing his quarterback sneak privileges.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The run from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Grab behind the line. It's Howell. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Now the play fake. That's caught. It's Miller. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds. Quarterback on the keeper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Ward. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got it in the middle, it's Miller. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. kick is on its way. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. The give out of the gun. Breaks into the open. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. And the Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Smith. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Wants to pass it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Got a man, it's Hall. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Caught in the backfield, it's Washington. They'll mark him down right there, but it'll be enough for a Kentucky first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Gilmore. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 3rd down. Red zone play. Crowd alive. They'll run it from the gun. He is stopped well short of the first down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on 4th. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They're going to need to get something started, finding them turning it on. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. With the catch, it's Grove. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. He'll pull it on the read. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Sellers. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they exploited that soft spot. They get it down to the 35. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. Stopped just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Grove.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Lost to throw again. finds his big tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. On the move. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB-designed run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front, and guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Off the play fake on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Washington.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one. 1st down here for the offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Miller. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Wants to throw. It's Ward. Punts it out of the air. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. The give to the back. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Williams. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams, Bryce alive on 3rd down. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, it's picked off. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
Handoff from the gun. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Good, solid pick up there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Right back to the well. Oh, he's got some space. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. And the Gamecocks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. To the air, it's Sellers. They're working that left side. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the 1st. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. They're going to run it. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. To the air on first down. Working on the right. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Oh, he's looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. They reached into the bag of tricks on first down and couldn't pull it off. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to throw. It's Sellers. Steps away. There he goes. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. And the Gamecocks will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And with the field goal, we're tied here in the second quarter. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. Top 25 teams and a very clear outcome today, guys. Ought to be fun to see how the rankings are impacted this week.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top of the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
To the air. It's Sellers. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Howell. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gilmore. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Looking to pass. It's Ward. He hurls one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Tag. Touchdown, Kentucky. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Finds a man in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Trying play action. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Howell. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Quickly out to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Here's the handoff. They make the tackle at the 22. Will give him 5 yards on the play. It'll be enough for a first down. And the Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. Breaks into the open. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The Gamecocks line it up with a 1st and goal. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Fires to the tight end. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Hall. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Under fire. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. Catch in the middle. It's Washington. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Back to pass. It's Ward. Here's the pressure. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Under fire. Got out of trouble and throws. With the catch, it's Gilmore. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? On the run, it's Howell. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Looking downfield very late in the half. Grabbed over the middle. It's Simpson. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far from there in Columbia. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Williams-Brice.
And the Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Gilmore. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Leaves him with the back. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. Looking downfield, it's Ward. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
That's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
This offense has it with really good field position. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. A strike downfield. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better.
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina!
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in this situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. Found his open target. Accurate throw. And 2 plays through the air. And they've got 6 points on the board.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football. And for some, this update could fall under that category. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do it. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Turning it on! They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Dropping back, it's Ward. They get to him as he throws. Got it in the middle, it's Miller. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man, it's Washington. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there. This is a designed run.
And already it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Hard running there. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. And the Wildcats had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Makes the grab. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Goes straight ahead. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Makes the grab. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. The official says no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll run the option. Got room to work. They'll mark him out of bounds short of the 40 at the 37-yard line, but a big-time pickup on the ground. To throw, it's Sellers. Finds his tight end.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got a man, it's Howell. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with a first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Simpson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Got his man quickly. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. And the Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on third and short. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Off play action. That's caught. It's Otis. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Looking to throw, it's Ward. Caught over the middle. It's Skinner. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Caught in the backfield. It's Gilmore. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. To the air on second down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Gilmore. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Kentucky going quickly.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Kentucky now operating in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Right on the money. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Looking to throw on third and goal. And here's the third interception of the night. The 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown Gamecock. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And there's something you don't see often, a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. As a quarterback, you know those windows are really small to throw into. And if you don't throw it on time, it's going to get, at minimum, tipped, maybe picked. That's the worst possible scenario for a quarterback. What a play by the defense.
On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They go to the ground. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Looking to throw, it's Ward. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A third down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
And it's his 4th interception of the game.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
The line getting set on 2nd down. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Motion from the wideout. Using his feet. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Howell. There he goes. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Gamecocks are on the move. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Quick release on the RPO. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Michigan came through with a lunch pail, hard-hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won, and the fact this wasn't ever really in question. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Motion from the wide receiver. He leaves it with his back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Wildcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle. It's Skinner. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Ward. He'll take the deep shot. And the DB right with him to knock it away. So now it's 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. They'll run play action. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
You could just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And that decision will be questioned for a while. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. And that is no good. Because no game is perfect. Something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Turns it on in midfield. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The Wildcats, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Oh, they're after him. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Dropping back, it's Ward. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, you look at Webster's dictionary and the term game wrecker, a picture of this guy is going to show up. He has been unstoppable in this football game. That's his 2nd sack here today.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. They'll run this play from the pistol. Creates a little space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
On the option. The pitch. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option. Back to pass, it's Ward. Catch in the middle, it's Miller. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, fires downfield. Makes the grab. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Yeah, and this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle, it's Miller. Tackled there by the defense. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw on 3rd. He's moving out of the pocket. Across the 25. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. It's a draw. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Off the play fake. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The short hands, it's Miller. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there.
And they cut into this lead a little bit, but, man, it's still a huge deficit. And they're going to need their defense to get a stop in this 4th quarter and get them the ball back quickly, still down by a good bit of points.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Runs through the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. This one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.